All right, everybody, grab your rudder, adjust the flaps, and get ready to take to the simulated skies for a summer camp experience your child will soon never forget. Patriots Point Flight Academy Summer Camp helps kids 11 through 15 experience science, technology, engineering, and math in an exciting atmosphere on those flight simulators that they've got over there. Keith Grabowski is the education director at Patriots Point. He joins us now with all the details. Keith, tell me about this camp. I'm excited. Apparently, I've aged out already, but maybe I can come check it out sometime.
Well, I don't think we're ever too old to go to this camp. Once you get into the simulator and you're flying one of those F-35s, I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, I spent the other night there programming. Next thing I knew, it was 4 o'clock in the morning.
How about that?
So, but the camp really is set up. We like to say it's leadership equals science, technology, engineering, math, and the history. And you know, you've got the awe factor of the Yorktown. So it's a total immersion. You know, for 4 days we bring these kids. You know, they're on board the aircraft carrier. We teach them about the history of flight. We get them into all sorts of activities, and then we throw them into the simulator. And this isn't just any simulator.
No.
This is a military-grade simulator.
Really?
So you've got 2 pilots flying, and we have 5 planes, and then we have another group of students that are getting into your head through the headsets, and they're the controllers. They're like air traffic control. And then you've got another group over here in the tactical room, and they're talking to the controller saying the mission's changed. And you know, it's just an amazing morphosis that you see. Because you got to imagine the first day. I mean, my instructors are sitting there listening to these kids, and they're all talking and say, "Hey, Joey, you know, etiquette is bring up your tires, bring up your tires." And you go like lightning 1, lightning 2, don't talk. And then after 4 days, when we have parent day come in, the parents are listening, and these kids are communicating back and forth, and they're going, "Those aren't my kids. They don't talk like that."
Right. So you're getting communication skills, you're getting leadership skills,
Absolutely.
you're getting kind of problem management as well, because if they're going to change the mission on you, exactly.
Critical thinking.
That's a big thing. Well, how does the science come into play? How does the math come into play as well?
Well, that's the, you know, our range. We're taking rising 5th graders. You know, I'd say up to about 10th grade. So when you look at the math side of it, they've got to figure out their fuel burn, they've got to figure out their distances. So what I like to say with like the 5th and 6th graders, they may not understand what a cosine is, but they know that they've got to get from point A to point B, and the ruler's this long. And so they're doing a lot of math. They may not know the fundamentals of it, but when they get to 8th grade and 9th grade, they go like, that's what I was doing.
I see.
That's the term.
Here's the thing, because a lot of parents these days want their kids to get out of the house during the summer and not sit behind the TV and play a video game all summer. This is not a regular video game as you would play one at home.
Absolutely not. And the other thing you got to remember is it's not like they're in this simulator all the time. That's like the perk. It's like, you know, if you get past this team building skill, you know, if you learn this history side of it, you know, behind the scenes, we take them into all the planes, and then you get to do the simulator. So it's not like you're doing 4 days of simulators.
Right.
And once they get a taste, it's like we let our students survey us. And one of the best surveys I saw, I said, "What did you like best about the camp?" Flying.
Flying.
What do you like least about the camp? Not enough flying.
It makes sense to me. Tell me about these kids and kind of their faces coming out of that, you know, that simulator experience. They just must be elated.
Well, that's all they want to do. I mean, they want to get into it. But then there are the kids that like to get into the heads. They like the community, like the controls. Like we had one young lady, and she just loved bossing, you know, all these, you know, her brother and everybody else around. So she was good at the communication side of it.
Yeah.
She'd rather communicate than, you know,
so there are a lot of
actually fly.
different jobs, and that's the thing about the military. If any of these kids are considering a military career or you know, an aviation career, there's a lot of different jobs. It's not everybody's a pilot.
Absolutely. And one of the things we really stress is, especially with the F-35, that's the latest, greatest, you know, fighter plane built. But there's the history that goes behind it, you know, so we talk about the veterans, you know, and this is what your common day veterans are up against, and this is what brought them to this point. I mean, we have a lot of veterans or pilots that come on, you know, my age or younger, and they look at some of our planes, and you know, you can see the tears because they realize that, you know, those pilots back in World War II, that was the real thing.
Right.
And then you get into the
F-35,
and you're going like, yeah, hey, I can press the button, I can do this, I can go up and down, I can vertically land. I mean, it's just incredible.
All right, well, I'm interested in this camp. If parents out there, I'm sure they are as well. When's the next one coming up, and how can we sign up for it?
Well, the demand's been so great, we've added 2. So we're going to have, it's a 4-day camp. July 14th is the next section, and then we'll have one the following week. You sign up, patriotspoint.org, sign up online. We do have a limited number of seats, and we keep it down to about 30. That way, it works best. So we have 2 weeks in July, and then if it really picks up, we may add in another week in August. But right now, it's July 14th and July 21st.
Sounds like a wonderful opportunity.
PatriotsPoint.org.
That's what you got to know. Keith, thank you so much. Highway to the Danger
Appreciate
Zone,
it.
all that good stuff. Give him a call on that number.
My honor.
On our screen right there. Appreciate it, sir. Much more Low Country Live after the break. Make sure you stick around.